Okay, so I am here trying to make some blood for the film today. So I'm using some corn syrup. Now, it is about the most cost effective, if you're making it yourself, that I can find. If anybody knows a more cost effective syrup, I suppose one could make syrup themselves from sugar and water and let it thicken, but I don't know, it wouldn't be the same consistency. So I am just going to use this whole thing. And at the same time, I am splattering myself with sticky corn syrup. Now it is very messy to use when you're using this corn syrup. And I'm going to put in some red food coloring. Let's see, do I? No, I'm going to have to open that this way. Yeah, always. I should have had these things ready to go, but I did not. So I don't know how much food coloring I'm going to put in, but I'm going to start with that and stir it up and see what we get. See? Starting to get some bloody goodness to that. Now I also want to add just a little bit of blue, so I'm actually going to use the Good Cake Blue. And I'm just going to use a toothpick. Take a toothpick and just take a little bit of the royal blue. I don't know how much I need, so I'm taking just this little bit here and putting that in. Because I do not want to make purple. That is not the goal. The goal is just trying to deepen up the red just a touch. I think maybe just a touch more. Just a touch more. Let's see, what will that give us? Yeah, it's looking a little bit more like kind of bloody. Kind of bloody. So maybe a tiny bit more red. Brighten that up a touch. I also don't mind if it gets a little bit runnier. I think I might put in just a little bit of cocoa powder. Just a little bit. I'm bumping my camera stand trying to do this. I I find that's sort of a good way to sort of deepen the color a bit, because I don't want it to be too clear. This is just for like the big, like when you need to use like a lot of blood. Right, so that's very bloody like. See what happens if it's on. It's a little jelly, but yeah. But it definitely tastes good. See, the problem with the liquid food coloring is it's not very pigmented. But I did want a little bit of a runnier consistency, and you can always add a little water, like you can thin it down to be like what you want it to be. But it's starting to get it's starting to take on the color that I want it to have. Sorry, bumped the camera again. Okay, but now it seems a little bit pale again, so I'm going to add just another little bit of cocoa powder. Like you could add chocolate syrup. I'm just trying to add like a little bit of a brown that isn't going to like brown it right out, because you don't want brown blood. That looks appropriately bloody, I think. And then again, how it picks up on camera varies as well. Right? Like how it picks up on my camera is not necessarily what it looks like exactly in real life. And it's also not what it's necessarily going to look like when it's being filmed by the camera you're using for the actual shoot itself. So, there we go. I hope that was interesting to somebody. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a funnel, and I'm going to funnel it back into this bottle or to another similar bottle, and that way I'll have a lid on so I can transport it safely. So there we go. Thank you for watching if you're still with us.